Within the expansive Marvel Comics universe, a multitude of formidable villains exists, some of whom transcend the boundaries of comprehension. Among these titans of power stand Marvel's Knull and Galactus, both entities as ancient as time itself, possessing levels of power that defy imagination. When contemplating a clash between Knull and Galactus, the question arises, who would emerge victorious? Knull and Galactus wield power of such magnitude that they are considered universal threats with capabilities beyond measure. Determining the outcome of a confrontation between them proves challenging, given that both are among the most potent universal adversaries faced by Marvel superheroes. The sheer might embodied by Knull and Galactus implies that a battle between them could potentially rupture the very fabric of the cosmos. However, the prospect of witnessing such an epic confrontation remains relegated to the realm of imagination, as the likelihood of it occurring anytime soon is remote. Nonetheless, delving into the hypothetical intricacies of a showdown between these two cosmic powerhouses offers a fascinating exploration.
Before we delve further into this epic clash, this is your host Shah and you are watching Comicverse Unleashed, where I post all kinds of comic videos and shorts daily, so you definitely gotta subscribe.
Physical capabilities. Knull is a divine entity that has existed even before the current Marvel universe because he is a primal god that represents the darkness that has been around for as long as time itself or even before that. As such, his physical capabilities are immeasurable, such that his strength is far beyond any of the Marvel superheroes that we know of. For example, he was able to overpower All-Father Thor with relative ease. On top of that, his strength allowed him to rip apart Sentry, the strongest Earth superhero, in half with little to no effort whatsoever and even decapitate an entire Celestial with a single swing of his sword. Galactus, a cosmic entity predating the current universe, stands as the lone survivor from its predecessor. His immeasurable strength and towering stature become evident when satiated, allowing him to confront four Celestials simultaneously, albeit succumbing when they merge into a singular entity with strength so vast. Galactus possesses the capability to obliterate entire solar systems and quite possibly galaxies. However, his perpetual hunger serves as a constraint, necessitating constant satiation for him to attain full strength. At the zenith of his power, Galactus likely rivals or perhaps surpasses Knull in terms of physical capabilities. The caveat lies in Galactus's vulnerability when deprived of planetary sustenance. Exploiting this weakness, Knull could potentially capitalize on the cosmic being's diminished state, swiftly dispatching him with a single stroke of his sword. Powers and abilities. Emerging from the primordial darkness predating the universe itself, Knull wields powers of immeasurable magnitude. As the embodiment of darkness, he can shape his formidable abilities to manifest diverse dark creatures, including symbiotes like Venom and Carnage. Knull's influence extends to the point where he can utilize symbiotes to infect even gods and celestials, compelling them to act in accordance with his will. In contrast, Galactus harnesses the power cosmic, an incomprehensible cosmic force that grants him near godlike capabilities. This extraordinary power allows Galactus to exert his will to an extent that positions him among the most powerful beings in the universe. Thanos, acknowledging his immeasurable might, ranked Galactus near the pinnacle alongside entities like the Stranger, the Celestials, Odin, and Zeus, albeit below the sheer omnipotence of eternity and infinity. Galactus's formidable abilities extend to overpowering his heralds, exemplified by the likes of Silver Surfer, through the utilization of the power cosmic. In the comics, Silver Surfer was able to exhaust the power cosmic he was given so that he could find a way to defeat Knull. This wasn't enough to kill Knull, but it did significant damage to him. As such, when in the hands of Galactus, the power cosmic should be a weapon that might be enough to kill Knull, or at the very least, make the battle evenly matched. Intelligence. Knull is a primordial being that has been around for countless years, as he himself says that this is the 7th iteration of the universe he has existed in. He has lived for billions of years and was able to compile knowledge and information that has allowed him to learn everything he needed to know about the different planets and beings that are all over the universe. There is also the fact that he shares a hive mind with his symbiotes, such that whatever his symbiotes know and learn will also form part of his knowledge. Galactus is a cosmic being that is said to be one of the oldest entities in the universe because he existed before the current Marvel universe. As such, he also has billions of years of knowledge and information. Galactus also has cosmic awareness that allows him to see and understand the different changes going on in the universe, and this is one of his biggest advantages when it comes to his intelligence. Even though Knull is an incredibly intelligent being that has honed his knowledge and information throughout his entire lifetime, Galactus is just as intelligent and knowledgeable as well. But what gives Big G the advantage here is the fact that he has cosmic awareness because of the power cosmic. Feats. In terms of his feats, Knull is an incredibly accomplished character that has seen it all in the Marvel comic universe. Knull was able to instantly kill a Celestial with a single swing of his sword, and was able to take an armies of gods single-handedly. On Earth, he also killed Sentry, who is normally the strongest Earth hero, as he tore him in half with his strength alone. And while both Silver Surfer and All-Father Thor are incredibly powerful cosmic beings, Knull was also able to defeat them handily. Galactus's feats are quite incredible because he once took on 4 Celestials on his own before they fused into one being to defeat him. There was also a point where Galactus showcased his incredible power when he was able to overcome Odin, who is arguably the greatest god in the Marvel Comics universe and is said to be on par with him. Of course, throughout his existence, Galactus needed to be defeated by multiple superheroes because of how incredible his prowess is. At this point, it is extremely difficult to tell who has the better feats between Knull and Galactus because they have been both able to overcome and defeat some of the most powerful entities in Marvel Comics history. That's why this round is easily a tie between the two villains. Army and equipment. Knull uses his power and command over the darkness to form armies of symbiotes and dragons to do his bidding whenever he is conquering and destroying worlds. At one point, he was also able to infect the heroes of Earth with his symbiotes so that they could use them as his personal army. Knull is also equipped with the all-black Necrosword, which is the same sword that Gore used to butcher countless gods across the universe. He is also clad in a symbiote armor that gives him strength and supreme protection. Throughout the character's history, Galactus has always had heralds that do his bidding, as these heralds are the ones that prepare for his arrival whenever he wants to consume a planet. The heralds that Galactus has under his command all have the ability to use a portion of his power cosmic that he possesses, and that makes them incredibly powerful entities as well. Meanwhile, Galactus doesn't possess any special equipment because he himself is already a universal level threat. Knull's army is greater in terms of its numbers compared to Galactus's heralds, but we can probably say that they cancel each other out. In the comics, Thor used All Black to defeat and nearly kill a hungry Galactus. So if All Black was in the hands of his true master, who knows how to draw out his true power, nor could also use it to defeat Galactus as Thor did. Knull versus Galactus, who would win in a fight? Because both Knull and Galactus are incredibly powerful beings that have their own immeasurable abilities and incredible feats, it is very difficult to tell who between them will win in a fight. Knull could probably use his all-black sword to kill or mortally wound Galactus, but we also know that Big G won't go down that easily and has the capability to use the power cosmic in any way he deems fit to defeat the King in Black. That is why we believe that this battle between Knull and Galactus could go either way. Do let us know what you think about this video in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one. Till then, stay heroic, stay unleashed.